Hi everybody, it's Miss Helene. How you guys doing today? It's cold outside. We had a very cold weekend, so hope everybody stayed nice and warm. And if you had to go outside, you wore all your winter clothes. So, something exciting for today. We are in a new month. We are not in January anymore. We have a new month with lots of fun holidays and lots of fun things to talk about. So, our new month is called February. February. Starts with the letter F. We have a bunch of holidays in February. We have Groundhogs Day that we're going to talk about today. And see, he has a shadow. I wonder what's going to happen. We have Valentine's Day, which is a very important holiday when you tell everybody that I love you. We have President's Day, which is a holiday where we celebrate all our presidents and everything great that they've done for our country. And one other thing that we're going to talk about in February is the dentist and how we keep our teeth clean. And why do we go to the dentist? And what are some good things that we can do to help keep our teeth clean? So those are some fun things that we're going to do for the month of February. Ready? Let's sing our calendar song. January, February, March, and April, May, and June, and July, and August, September, October, November, December, 12 months in a year. So February, F for February, is the month that we're in now. Okay? All right, so you have to try and remember that because the next time I see you guys, we're going to talk about it again. We're going to talk about all the fun things that we can do in February. Sounds good? Okay, so today we're going to talk about Groundhog's Day. Does anybody know what kind of animal a groundhog is? Is it big like an elephant? Or maybe small like a squirrel? Does it live inside the zoo or does it live outside in the woods? I don't know. Let's read about it. I have a story about a groundhog, and his name is Phil. It's called Phil the Groundhog. And that's him. Is he big like an elephant? No, he's small. Does he live in the zoo? No, he lives outside in the woods, in a hole, underground, especially in the winter. He doesn't like the winter. So let's see. So, Phil the groundhog. Hello, I'm waiting to see Phil, this boy says. I wonder what he's waiting for. Phil is sleeping. He's sleeping in a burrow underground. He doesn't like the cold, so he goes underneath. He's sleeping. All of a sudden, he will pop up and stick his head out. Does he look happy or sad? He looks happy, right? See, here's the grass, and he popped up from underneath the ground. This is very important. Will he see his shadow? See his shadow here? That is when the sun comes out. And depending on where you're standing, the sun will make a shadow. You can have a shadow too when you go outside in the sun. You can look on the ground for your shadow. But Phil came out of his hole. He woke up. Will he see his shadow? Well, if he does see his shadow, that means we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. Oh, that means cold and snow. Do we want him to see his shadow? I don't, but let's see. If he doesn't see his shadow, that means spring is coming soon. That means it's not going to be cold. And then the sun is going to start to get warmer outside. So if he does see his shadow, that means it's going to stay cold. If he doesn't see his shadow, that means the weather will start to get warmer soon. I don't know what's going to happen. We have to wait for Groundhog's Day. Look what the little boy said. He said, "Thanks, Phil." And look, Phil stole his hat. He said, "Good job." Excellent. So on Groundhog's Day, which is February 2nd, the second day of February, we have to wait to see when the groundhog wakes up. Will he see his shadow? I hope not. Or does he not see his shadow? And then we get warm weather. And that's what we really want, right? Yes. No more cold. So let's see. Who will see their shadow? This is a book that you're going to get, and you're going to put your name on it, just like I did, right? I'll write my name. I used an orange highlighter this time instead of yellow, and I'm going to trace my name so that we know this book is mine, just in case I can't find it. And I say, where is my shadow book? Who will see their shadow? Let's see. Will the fish see her shadow? Do you think fish have shadows? No. The fish won't see her shadow. I don't think they have shadows. They live in the water, right? Yeah. They have to come out to the sun. Will the doggy see his shadow? No. The doggies don't look for their shadows either. That's a happy dog, right? But no shadow. Will the cat look for her shadow? Nope. Cats don't look for their shadows. Nope. No shadow here. Will the bird see her shadow? It's a blue bird. You can color your bird any color you want to. Will the birds see their shadows? Nope. The bird doesn't see his shadow either. They live way up in the sky, right? They fly around. They don't really look for shadows. Will the groundhog see his shadow? It says, do you think the groundhog will see his shadow? Draw a face of your prediction. So, do we want a smiley face to see his shadow? We want a smiley face for him not to see his shadow, right? So let's see. Let's draw our prediction. I'm going to use a marker. And let's see. Do you think the groundhog will see his shadow? Draw a picture of your prediction. So what do we have to draw? What do you think? Will he see his shadow? We don't want him to see a shadow. So we, what can we draw to say no shadow? We can draw a sun, right? Which is a yellow circle with some lines around it. Right? And we can draw his shadow, maybe over here. His ears, right? And it's dark. And then we can take a magic marker and put a big X and say, no shadow, right? No. If he doesn't see his shadow, that means it's going to get nice out. No shadow means the spring is coming. So let's hope so. Okay, good job. Let's play a shadow game. So on February 2nd, remember, we have to wake up in the morning and we have to say, I hope he doesn't see his shadow because we want spring to come, right? Is that what it is? If he does not, sometimes I get confused and I forget. And I think, is he supposed to see a shadow? Is he not supposed to see a shadow? But we don't want him to see his shadow, right? Okay, so I have a game that says, let's match the shadow. I'll bring it closer to the computer, to the camera, so you can see. Okay. So I have pictures of groundhogs. I'll put it here on my clipboard. And you guys are very smart. And I have pictures of shadows. Let's see if we can match the right shadow to the right picture. Oopsie. We can draw a line to match them. Does that sound like a good idea? I think so. Sorry. Should have done this before. And where's my last one? Here it is. Okay, so let's find a marker again. I'll take brown because the groundhogs are brown. And let's match the shadow to the picture. So here's a picture of a groundhog holding, looks like a flower balloon. See it? What picture looks like it's his shadow? What do you think? Does this look like a shadow? Nope. This one? Nope. What about this one? This looks like a shadow of a groundhog holding a balloon. So we're going to make a line matching his shadow. Good job, right? Okay, the next one is a picture of him holding out his hands like he wants to give you a hug. So let's see. Does this one look like he wants to give you a hug? It does, right? But he's wearing something in this picture that he's not wearing in this picture, right? He has a hat on. He doesn't have a hat on in this picture. What about this picture? It also looks like he wants to give you a hug. But there's something in this picture that's not in this picture. See his shadow? He doesn't have a shadow in this picture. In this picture we did already. So what about this one down here? This one looks like he wants to give a hug, but there's nothing else, right? It looks just like this picture. So let's draw a line. Matching, right? Those two match, this one and this one. Okay, so this groundhog also has his hands out like he wants to give you a hug, but he's wearing something. Do you remember the shadow of the groundhog wearing something? The one on the top. He looks like he's ready for bed, right? He's wearing his pajamas and a pajama hat. So let's draw a line matching the pajama groundhog to the pajama shadow. Okay, and the last one is our groundhog also wanting to give a hug, but he has a shadow in the picture, right? And you remember the one that he wants to give a hug and also has the shadow, right? So let's draw a line from here to here. Good job, right? Okay. I have more on the other side. Let's see if you can do this side. This is a good one. Ready? Okay. I'm sorry, I should have done this before, but I was trying to figure out what would be a good way to play this game. And I think this is the best way. All right. So here's our groundhog. But he's just hanging out, but he has his two teeth out. Where do you think his shadow is? So here are two pictures of groundhogs with his teeth, right? See, his teeth are out. Here's one, and here's one. But one of these groundhogs is not this one. What do you think? This one, right? I think this matches this one, right? Because this groundhog is wearing something in their hair. We'll see. We'll find out. This groundhog looks like he's getting ready to do something. He looks like he's getting ready to shovel some snow. I hope he doesn't see his shadow so we don't get any more snow. So which groundhog shadow do you think is getting ready to shovel some snow? This one, right? He's holding a shovel. So let's draw a line to match his shadow. Good job. Okay, this groundhog, oh, is holding a flower. And it says, his shirt says, I love spring. Me too, right? We hope that he doesn't see his shadow so we can get an early spring. So where is his shadow where he's holding some flowers? Is it this one or this one? These are the two that we have left. I think it's the one up here, right? He looks like he's holding some flowers. And then our last groundhog, right, looks like the first one, but this is a girl groundhog because she's wearing a bow in her hair. So let's match the girl groundhog with the girl groundhog bow. Pretty cool, right? Looks good. That was fun. I like looking for shadows. Let's see if I can make a shadow on the board. Do you see my hand shadow? Woof, woof, woof. Do you see the shadow of my hand on the paper? I'm making a shadow because the light is shining on my hand. See, I have my 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Can you see 3? Let's see. 4, 5. You know what's fun to do? You can ask your mom and dad or an adult in the house if you have a flashlight, and you can use a flashlight to make a shadow. That's a fun thing to do. Here's my marker. Do you see my marker has a shadow? Let's see. It's like a stick. There it is. Going back and forth and back and forth. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. What else? Here's my glue. See my glue stick? It's hard to see. But there's a shadow. Very good. Well, that was a lot of fun. So who remembers what month we're in? It's a new month, the month of February. And today we talked about Groundhog's Day. On February 2nd, we're going to wake up in the morning and we're going to see, did the groundhog find his shadow or did not see his shadow? Do you remember? What is it again? We do not want him to see his shadow. If he sees his shadow, that means it's going to stay cold outside. So we have to say, please don't find your shadow. That way the summer comes sooner. All right, guys, it was a lot of fun seeing you today. Stay warm. And when if you get a chance, maybe you can go outside in the snow. And you can make shadows too. And look for your shadow. Have a good night. Bye.